Joining us now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. All right, so now you've got Wall Street South. Now you got Ken Griffin full-time. You got the co-founders of Google moving down here. Mark Zuckerberg got out of California. Larry Ellison's out. You're probably not going to take my call because all these billionaires will be consuming all of your time.
Well, it won't be consuming my time. I mean, I think they're just responding to the fact that we have a free state that is sane and that is not going to do these crazy things. I mean, I saw your clip with Barack Obama saying, oh, Mandami, all he wants to do is help people afford housing. Well, Sean, if that's the case, why did he propose earlier this year the biggest property tax increase in the history of New York City? It would have raised property taxes on 3 million people, including cops and firefighters and nurses. And so the idea that he's just out to kind of help people afford housing, no, he's out to push a Marxist agenda. He's a leftist. That's what they do. And look, when you go in front of somebody's house and try to surveil that and put that out to the world in the hopes, I believe, they were trying to rile people up to maybe do something even worse, of course you're going to want to run from that area and you're going to want to embrace Florida. So I'm not surprised that they're doing that. And obviously, we'll just keep doing the job that we're doing down here.
Let me ask you, Governor, what message do you send to maybe some of those companies that have remained in New York? And by the way, Mamdani is also talking about, for New York City alone, a 50% death tax. We have a 40% national death tax. New York State has 10%. 50%, they lower the threshold to $750,000. You can't own a closet in New York City for that amount of money. So what do you say to the people in New York, the businesses that are left behind? Take your office space here. There's no state income tax. Yeah, I don't think, do we have a sales tax? How we do? I don't even know. And what else do you say to, like, police officers and firefighters, well-trained but not appreciated? I think they should come down, too.
Well, we obviously are a low-tax state, and we're proud of that. But the reason we're a low-tax state is because we're also a low-spending state. We have 23.5 million people in Florida. New York City has about 8 million. Their budget in New York City alone is bigger than the budget of the entire state of Florida. New York State's budget is over twice the size of the budget of the free state of Florida. And yet, and I know you don't spend as much time there as you used to, Sean, because I know they're after you for taxes and you don't want to do that. And you and I have discussed this. But when you drive around that city, I get motion sickness being in a taxi going through there. Whereas in Florida, we spend less, we tax less, but we build roads. We make sure we have modern infrastructure. So what I tell those people is it's not going to get better. They're taxing you not because they're trying to make their city a better place or the state. They're taxing you because it's part of an ideological agenda. They will waste that money like they have for years. And what happens is some guy like Mandami gets elected, more conservative-leaning people leave the city. The resulting electorate is even more liberal than it started with, and they double down and do it again.
23 million Floridians in the free state of Florida, 8 million, 9 million maybe in New York City, and they have a bigger budget than you do in this state, and you've got far better infrastructure. You have real law and order, real safety and security. And you're right, they're doing it for social engineering. They're doing it for social welfare programs. And the weather's a lot nicer. As a matter of fact,
look at the California wealth tax. But look at the California wealth tax, Sean. They want to do unrealized gains, 5% tax. And it's not just on billionaires. It's written in a way that will apply to an awful lot of people. Why are they doing that? They're doing it so that they can funnel the money to the public employee unions, like the teacher unions that run that state. So they're going to end up getting less revenue if it passes. They've already driven off probably $1 trillion in wealth. And that's just with the threat of it passing. Hasn't even passed yet. And so this is rinse and repeat. But they're not trying to do what's in the public interest. They're trying to service these entrenched constituencies and further their left-wing agenda. So it isn't getting better in California, and it isn't getting better in New York City.
Put a wedge between our friendship. That would not be good for me. But you've been doing a great job.
The one thing that we got to worry about, Sean, is Well, one thing we got to worry about is, some of these guys were not necessarily on our team politically in the past. I think they've seen
Oh, no,
the light,
they're not allowed.
But I just want to know. Well, we have
if you're
thoroughly
come
defeated
here,
the Democratic Party in this state. They have no chance.
You got to pass
they
a
have
law.
no chance to bring the Democrats back to life. So don't even worry about it. Don't even try it. We've got a good thing going. We got 1.5 million more Republicans now than Democrats, and it ain't changing.
A proposed Florida law: leave your liberal politics at home or don't come. That's it. I think that's fair. That's a good trade-off.
Put it on the ballot in 2026. I think it'll be good.
I think it'd be great. Anyway, Governor DeSantis, thank you. And coming up, another Democrat is now facing. All right, thanks for watching. Check out my new podcast, Hanging Out with me, Sean Hannity. The big interviews, the debates you won't get anywhere else. Like and subscribe for